Yes, so my name is John McCormick. I'm the professor of political science at Indiana University in the United States, and I focus on comparative politics and European Union politics. All right, this is a book for comparative politics classes primarily, comparative government classes as well. It can also be used for survey courses in political science that take a comparative approach. This is a book that does not assume any prior knowledge on the part of students. I very much use my own students as a guide to how to write textbooks. I have students coming from all kinds of variety of backgrounds. There's some that are majoring in political science. There are some that have never taken a course in politics and have no idea what's going on in the world at all. And you have everything in between. So this assumes no prior knowledge. And it's an attempt to try and show students the value of comparison. And there's multiple different benefits to comparison. You really can't understand any political system in isolation. You've always got to understand it in context. And also the variety of political systems around the world. So I think it was very important to not to focus on democracies or Europe or North America or a particular part of the world, but to try and provide a wide variety of systems. Obviously, it's very difficult. I mean, with about 200 states in the world, you can only take about half a dozen or a dozen or so and focus on those. But the variety is there to show that politics comes in all sorts of different guises and personalities. I think for lecturers who've used the book in the past, there may be a bit of a concern about what sort of things have happened as a result of a new author coming on board. But what I would say is that I recognize that it's a tried and tested formula with this book, and I didn't want to make too many changes, so I just built on it. I took the strengths that the book already has, and I built on them. So I think lecturers who've used this book will see a lot of material in there that's very familiar, and hopefully they'll find the changes have built on rather than detracted from the strengths of the book. The primary changes being a greater variety of cases used in the book and more of a focus, an increased focus on authoritarian states. But otherwise the book, I think, is very much recognizable as the tried and tested Hague and Harrop formula.